Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls, or welcome to the channel if you're new. In this video we're doing week 3's weekly quests, and we'll pop up the quests on the screen as we get further on into the game. Let's just get into the video. Here we go. So we actually have a short that we had posted a couple of days ago in this video because it came from this clip, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be the double elimination while the passenger drove a vehicle. But here we go. So we got our first elimination with 83 people remaining. Myths and Midas is the drum gun challenge, which we haven't completed yet. So we went from 250 damage to 430 damage. We have to get to 750 to complete the challenge. And here are the week 3 quests. And we'll pop up the quests again later on in the video. So once again, we got our first elimination. There's 83 people remaining. So this guy was a little bit tricky. I couldn't tell where he went. I only tagged him once for 20 something. And he actually has a shot cannon. I'm wording it that so YouTube don't flag my videos. And then we got third party and eliminated by some cleaner clusters. So we actually got the third elimination of the game. And I really thought this guy was real at first, but I'm just trying to do the daily quest, which is get headshot with AR. Once I realized that he wasn't a real player, I knew I could just try and get the headshot. So this guy will be our third elimination. And we picked up a drum gun because that's going to be the quest for the Myths and Midas. So I didn't know these guys are standing here. They're usually up by the tower. So I don't know why they were down this cliff. They were probably chasing this guy up from the house here. So I had a hard time trying to get around these guys. I seen some loot up here though, so I wanted to go collect it. So I had more builds. And I should have left this area. I knew this guy had a medallion. That's why I came down here in the first place. But I didn't realize that these guards were down here. So this guy's using the Wings of Icarus. And I heard him coming back down, so I knew I had to get out of there. We just got an achievement for using the flying for Wings of Icarus. And this guy's going to be a constant problem, I can tell already. So I decided to fly away, and I ended up flying around until my usage was used all the way up, because this guy started flying right behind me the whole time. I was trying to lose him by going underneath this bridge, amongst other things, going around trees without landing. But he ended up landing at the last second of my flight time and shooting me before I got to the ground. So this guy was an NPC. It was just frozen in one spot. He couldn't go anywhere other than back towards me. And I was woofing bad, so I've been making adjustments on my ADS and my control stat. So everything's getting a little refreshed for me. I thought this was cool here, how I flipped into the water though, so I wanted to put this in the video. Here comes the scene that I made the short from. Anybody that's seen the short will recognize this. Once again, I'm looking for the drum gun. I just haven't found one at this point. We got 3 eliminations, 33 people remaining. There's a guy on top of this mountain sniping at us. We stuck around for a while and didn't see him. So one of our quests is to collect an item of legendary rarity or higher. And we have a legendary rifle. So this is where we stopped and we're like, why didn't this work? So we dropped it, picked it up, dropped it again, picked it up, and it still wasn't giving us our daily quest achievement. I don't understand why. I'm sitting here thinking, well, what do I do? My car's almost out of fuel, so I decided to drive across until I ran out of fuel. We ended up getting our achievement for opening the vault for the train as we ran out of gas. And there was somebody shooting us over here for this game. We ended up eliminating before the train went by. Here's the other section of showing what's left for the quests. We need 5 eliminations. By the time there's 14 people remaining. I seen this guy come up from pretty much middle of nowhere, and I ended up tagging him before he went behind the tree. And then from here I could tell it's not a real player. So we got 2 eliminations, top 20, and we can hear somebody sneaking around up top. I just decided to use the auto. So we got 3 eliminations, top 17 now. So we're heading over towards the far east, because there's a medallion just laying on the ground. We didn't understand why. And then we find out here that this guy actually had the AR for that boss that was over there. So he probably picked up the AR and didn't want the medallion to be tracked or whatever. But we just decided to go over here and try and look for the medallion before it disappeared. And we're still looking, and there it is. So now we got the AR and the medallion. Landed a headshot on this guy. So now we got 5 eliminations, top 10. So we didn't actually make it to the, we needed by the top 14 to get 5 eliminations for our survival medal to be upgraded. We thought this was a new character and we're thinking about battling it, but in the top 10 is probably not a good idea. So I decided not to. And this guy started sniping at me, so there's a lot of defending, and then I found out there's 3 people shooting at me in this one location, so being on top of this building for me right here is not a good idea. So there was a weekly quest of damaging different opponents with a mythic weapon. We're halfway there for that. I was just randomly shooting in this bush because I knew the guy was in there and I actually landed it. You should not be in the center of a bush whenever you're hiding from people. But if you like this video, go and click like. If you'd like to see more, go and click subscribe. Click the box on the left for more videos. Click the box on the right to choose from this season's playlist. Thanks again. Stay safe. Stay positive.